Long ago, nestled between misty mountains and whispering forests, lived a humble stonecutter named Haru. Every day, he rose with the sun, kissed his sleeping wife and child on the forehead, and made his way to the cliffs. With hammer and chisel in hand, he carved stone for temples, bridges, and homes. He worked hard, his hands were calloused, his back bent from years of labor, but his heart was soft and full of love, especially for his family. Yet, as seasons passed and the work grew harder, Haru began to wonder if there was more to life than endless toil. One sweltering day, as he chipped away at a stubborn boulder, he looked up and saw a wealthy merchant riding past in a golden carriage. Servants fanned him. His robes shimmered like sunlight on water. Haru's face dripped with sweat, and for the first time he sighed. "If only I were a rich man," he whispered. "Then I could rest, and my family would never go without." To his surprise, the mountain wind carried his wish up into the sky, and in a blink, Haru was no longer a stonecutter. He wore fine silks. He lived in a mansion with towering gates. Servants bowed as he passed. His wife smiled in fine jewelry. His child played with golden toys. For a while, Haru was content. But then one day, as he strolled in his garden, a royal procession passed by. Trumpets blared, soldiers marched, and there, atop a jeweled palanquin, sat the emperor himself. People fell to their knees. Even Haru's servants bowed. Haru clenched his fists. "If only I were an emperor," he said. "Then everyone would respect me, even the rich." And again, the mountain wind heard him. In an instant, Haru wore a crown. He ruled lands far and wide. People trembled before him. He commanded armies and issued laws. But one summer day, the sun scorched his kingdom. Crops wilted. People suffered. Haru raised his hand to block the rays. "The sun," he muttered, "is more powerful than I." And once more his wish came true. Now Haru was the sun, blazing in the sky, lighting the earth. He shone over deserts and oceans. Rivers glistened in his warmth. But then a thick cloud drifted beneath him, casting shadows. His rays were blocked. "The cloud," Haru said. "It's mightier than the sun." So he became the cloud, vast, gray, and full of rain. He poured water onto forests and filled the valleys with mist. But soon, the wind came, and it blew him across the sky without care. The wind is stronger still, Haru thought. And so he became the wind. Swift and wild. He roared through mountains, tossed ships on seas, and tore through cities. But then, as he howled across the land, he slammed into something unmovable, the side of a great mountain. No matter how he blew, the mountain stood firm. "The mountain," Haru gasped. "It's stronger than all." And he became the mountain, majestic and silent. He towered over the land, unshaken by wind or weather. Finally, he thought, he had become the strongest of all. But one morning, as birds sang and mist hugged the peaks, he felt something sharp. Tap, tap, tap on his side. He looked down. It was a stonecutter. Small, patient, and steady. With every tap of his chisel, the mountain began to change. Stone fell away, reshaped into bridges, temples, and homes. And there beside the stonecutter stood a woman with a child in her arms, his wife, his son, watching proudly. In that moment, Haru understood. Power wasn't in riches, crowns, or the sky. True strength was quiet and constant. It was the hand that shaped the world one stone at a time. It was the heart that kept working when no one watched. It was the mother who nurtured, the father who toiled, the family that endured. With a final breath, the wind returned, and Haru became a stonecutter once more. He opened his eyes to the morning sun. His chisel lay beside him. His wife was waking. His child laughed from the doorway. Haru smiled and picked up his tools. He was exactly who he was meant to be. The moral of the story teaches us that true contentment comes from accepting and appreciating who you are, rather than constantly wishing to be someone else. The pursuit of power or status often leads to a cycle of dissatisfaction. Happiness lies in recognizing your own worth and the unique role you play.